Good morning to you. Today I'm going to do a chair class for movement, and all we're going to need equipment wise will be the Pilates ball. So movement is really important. It keeps the joints moving, it keeps us mobile, which is good for independent living. It also helps to reduce things like heart disease, high blood pressure, diabetes, anything illnesses like this, which obviously prevent us from living a full life. So it's really important to try to think about moving all the time. And this class is just something a little bit different than just walking or doing the things that you do on a day-to-day activity. So this will be a little bit of fun, a piece of equipment here that keeps you focused. So what we're going to do is, first of all, make sure that we have a suitable chair. So we need a chair that is stable, so we are moving, we don't want it to rock around too much. One preferably with a high back, or at least a back of some sort. And with no arms, because we will be doing a lot of moving here, so we don't want to be banging any of the joints. So if you're ready, we will start with a warm-up. As always, important to warm the body up before we start exercising, get the muscles activated. And for this, we need to just move forward on the chair. So not too far so that the chair is moving, but enough to keep us away from the back of the chair. And make sure that you have enough room to be able to swing your arms around. So we are going to hold the ball here. Now what I will say about the Pilates ball is just to make sure that you don't blow this up too hard, because we need to have a little bit of softness here to grab the ball. You may drop it anyway, which I might do during this, but it just gives you a chance to grab, and it helps your grip strength as well. Always think about your posture whenever you're exercising. So we're going to make sure that the feet are around about hip width apart. Underneath the knees here, look, and make sure you're grounding your feet onto the ground. So again, make sure your chair's not too high, and we want to make sure that the spine is nice and tall. So if you round your shoulders, it just opens up your chest. Just tuck your chin in slightly, and we can lift up through the crown of the head, and straight away you can feel that everything is lifted. So during this session, just try and think about your posture. I will of course keep reminding you. So we'll warm up by taking the ball. We're just going to start to move the joints. So we're going to make a figure of 8, holding the ball in the palms of your hand. Just start with that figure of 8. So you can feel like a nice little smooth movement here. So just up and down, and we can make that figure of 8 bigger. And we can really start to use the shoulders here, nice and big. And then bring it down to a small figure of 8. And back to the centre, keeping that back nice and straight, placing the palms of the hands on the ball, fingers facing up, lift the elbows, and we're going to push the ball in and release. Push in and release, in and release, well done, push and release. And again, push in and release, in and release. 2 more here, last one, in and release. The ball is now on the chest. We're just going to take it out forward, bring it in, take it up, bring it down. And again, forward, in, up and down. Keep that back nice and straight, up and down. And again, forward, in, up and down. 4 more, out, in, up and down. 3 more, out. Already getting a little bit warmer here. Last 2, out, in, up and down. Last one, out, in, up and down. Take that ball out. Let's just squeeze it a little bit here. Straighten up the back. And gently, we're just twisting. So just a nice little twist there. Just as far as you can go, and back to the centre. Now keep those hips grounded on the chair so we're not lifting at any stage. Twist and back to the centre. And again, twist and back to the centre. Twist and back to the centre. 2 more each side. Twist and back to the centre. Twist and back to the centre. Last 2. Just twisting at that waist. Feeling a little bit on the shoulders where we're holding the ball here. Back to the centre and down. So arms are nice and straight. Again, ball is in the palms of the hands. Take it up above the head and back down. So inhale here and lift and back down. Well done. Lift up and down. Lift and down. Up and down. Keep the back nice and straight, because here when we get a little bit tired we start to round the shoulders. 3 more. Lift and down. Last 2. Up and down. Last 1. Lift and down. And now let's bring the elbows right into the rib cage. So we keep the elbows here, and as we lift the ball up to the chest we're going to squeeze. So we activate the bicep muscles and release. Notice my elbows are staying in at the side there. So squeeze on the way up, release on the way down. And again, lift nice and slowly and down. Keep that back nice and straight and down. Well done. And squeeze on the way up. Elbows stay in. So 4 more here. And again, lift and down, and again lift up and down. 2 more. Try and do it nice and slowly. We're squeezing on the way up. Last 1. Up and down. Well done. So that's really warmed up the shoulders and the arms and the top of the body there with our movement. So we're going to go down now to we will still continue, to use the top of the body and the bottom as well. So we're really going to start to move the whole body here. We'll start on the left hand side. So just open those legs slightly there and really lift up through the spine. We're going to place both hands on the ball and we're going to put the pressure on the ball there. So as we go down, so really squeeze down on to your lap. You can see the ball is squashed down and then release. So we're hinging forward from the hips, not rounding the shoulders, and lift. So start to feel some strength in this movement and lift. And again, push down and up. So put as much pressure as you want on here. It's up to you. Push down and lift. We can start to feel some of those muscles activating here. 3 more. Down and up. Push down and up. Last 2. Down and up. Last 1. Push down and up. Going to do the same again. As we push down, we're going to lift up the heel. So we have 2 movements happening here. So push down, lift up the heel and release. And again, push down, lift the heel and release. And again, push down and lift the heel and release. So try not to round the shoulders. So we're using that upper body to push onto that ball and lift the heel and release. 4 more. Push down, lift the heel and back. And again, 3 more. You feel some strength work going on here. Last 1. Push down and up. Well done. So taking the ball here in our left hand, we're going to bring the elbow down towards the rib cage. We're going to keep it here. We're going to hold on to the ball and we're just going to rotate out to the side. So rotate here, keeping your elbow in towards your rib cage and back. And again, this is rotation here and back. And again, rotate and back. You can really feel the shoulder joints here rotating and back. And again, try and keep that arm still here as well. And 3 more. 3, and 2, and last one, and return. Now still keeping the ball in that left hand, or sorry, keep in both hands. So we're going to again hold the ball, squeezing it here. We're going to tap the knee first, tap the knee, take the ball in the left hand, tap the right heel. Okay, so knee and heel, well done. Knee and heel again, keeping that back nice and straight. Tap, tap, tap the knee, tap the opposite ankle. We go for 4 more here. 4, try and keep that back nice and straight. 2 more, down, tap, last one, down and tap, well done. Over to the other side. So again, just open those legs slightly, keep that back nice and straight, palms to the hands, we're placing on top of the ball. The first movement we're going to do is push down. Use the upper body to push down on that ball and release. And again, push down and release. Push down and release. And again, push down and release. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Last one, push down and release. And we're going to push down now and lift the heel. So push down, lift the heel and release. And again, so you can feel the calf muscles also working here. Squeeze and release. And again, heel up and push down. So 4 more. Push, lift that heel and release. And again, push, lift the heel and release. 2 more. Push, lift the heel, last one. Push down, lift the heel and release. Taking the ball into the right hand, bringing the elbow into the rib cage, squeezing hold of that ball, so improving the grip strength here just by squeezing into the ball. Lift up that spine, you can move your feet slightly back together there, rotating outside of the body and in. So keeping that elbow fixed to that rib cage, so we're not moving, we're working the shoulders here, so really rotating out to the side and in. 4 more. Out to the side and in, and again. Out to the side and in. Out to the side and in. Last one. Out to the side and in. Excellent. So just a little bit of a rest here, so we can really feel that we're putting some movement, lubricating those joints just by moving around, using a simple ball here. And having a piece of equipment does make things a little bit more fun. So with these exercises, you can do them every day if you wish, or perhaps do them every other day. So adding some strength training, I have some videos on my YouTube account with the big old elastic bands that help to improve your muscle strength and endurance. I have a little bit of cardio as well, some meditation for mental health, and now this movement video. So it just gives you quite a bit of variation on your exercise, and hopefully it encourages you to continue to do this. So now we're going to go on to some real movement here. So just again, if you slip back on the chair, just moving forward and allowing that spine to lift up just by rolling back the shoulders and lift up through the crown of the head. So we're going to open up the arms. We have the ball in one hand. We're going to pass it over to the other and back. And again, lift and back. Try stretching up and back, and again, over and back. So stretching up and back, over and back. 4 more. Up and down. Up and 3 more. Keep that back nice and straight. It's very easy. You're thinking there's so much to think about. Keep going. I'll keep reminding you. And last one here. So open the arms, lift and open. Now bring them forward. Swap hands and open. Forward and open. Well done. Now also, I keep talking about that grip strength, but this ball really helps there. So don't worry if you drop, it doesn't matter. Just try and grip hold of that ball. Keep those arms at shoulder height, because as we get tired we tend to drop. So we want to open that chest and close. And 3 more here. So 3 and open, and 2 and open, and here we go with the last one. Well done. And bring back to the center. So now we do a little bit of cardio. So you can choose how fast you move here. You don't have to go at my speed. You can go a little slower if you wish. But again, it's all about the movements. We're going to reach up, draw the belly button in towards the spine, and then just lift the knee to meet the ball as high as you feel comfortable. And again, lift, draw that belly button in. So we're really crunching those abdominal muscles. So lift and knee, lift and knee. Well done. Up and down, lift and knee. And again, lift and knee, lift and knee, up and down, and 4 more. Try and keep those arms straight and down, up, and 3 more, lift and down, up, and 2 more, lift and down. Here we go. Alternate those knees, lift and release. Whew, it's surprising when you do all that movement. It's really good for your cardio health as well, which again is really important to keep us nice and healthy. As you take your inhales there, you are increasing the oxygen that's going into the body, which is great for our wellness. So by increasing your oxygen intake, the oxygen actually renews all the cells. So it's really important to oxygenate that blood to really help what's going on inside your body. So the last section here is just again a little bit more movement. So as the sections have gone on, we're moving more with the body. So again, taking that ball into your left hand, we're going to open up the arms and we're going to tap the shoulder and release. Try and keep this arm up, so the opposite arm as well. Just try and keep it where it is and release. And again, tap the shoulder and open. Tap the shoulder and open. Well done. Tap and open. See how my arms are at shoulder length. So try not to drop them down. 3 more here. 3 and 2. And last one. Place the hand or your right hand onto your waist. We're going to lift and we're going to just go over to the side as comfortable as it feels without lifting this hip, and release. And again, over and release. Over and release. Well done. Stretch and release. Try and bring that arm up to the ear and release. Over and release. 3 more. Stretch and release. 2 more. 2. And last one. Over and release. I'm going to bring the ball in front of us now. You can keep the hand on the hip here. Ball goes down, up, to the side and down. Lift, forward, down. Lift, side, down. Lift, forward, down. Lift, side and down. Okay, up, forward and down. Lift, side and down. Last one. Up, forward and down. Lift to the side and down. Okay, can we feel the difference between those shoulders there? And of course we're getting a little bit warm. So this is all very good for the body, and of course the movement will up your temperature a little bit. I did forget to say at the beginning, we should always have a glass of water that we can sip nearby just in case we're feeling a little bit thirsty. So we now go over to the other hand. So we're holding the ball nice and tightly here, opening up the shoulders. So opposite hand, right hand this time. Try and keep the left in length here. Tap the shoulder, open. Tap and open. Well done. Tap and open. tap that shoulder. Notice my wrist is curling and I'm grabbing that ball so I don't drop it. And again, tap that shoulder out, tap and out. 4 more. 4, keep the other arm nice and straight. You can feel that one getting quite heavy. Last one, tap and over. So we're placing that left hand on the hip and the right arm is going over and stretch. If you can bring that right arm to the ear, will be great. If you can manage that, but don't worry if you can't. So I really want to feel some compression one side, opening on the other. And again, over and back to the beginning. 4 and 3 and 2 and last one, and over we go and back to the side. So we bring the ball forward, keep that other hand on the hip and down. Lift to the side and down. So lifting up from the side, moving forward and down. And again, lift to the side and down. Lift forward and down. Lift to the side and down. Lift forward and down. Lift to the side and down. Lift forward and down. That's right. Lift to the side and down. One more. Lift forward and down. Lift to the side and down. Oh, how does that feel? So really the top half of the body has done a lot of movement. We've done a little bit down by the legs as well. So the whole body has been active in such a short space of time. And due to having a little piece of equipment that we can focus on, I think the time goes a bit quicker. So what we need to do now is to cool the body down or stretch the body. So again, placing your feet about hip width apart. We're going to lift up towards the ceiling and stretch. And then as you exhale, round the back and shoulders, holding onto the ball, stretch it forward. Lifting up. And arch the back round the shoulders. Again, lifting up. And down. So as you lift up, breathe in and really stretch up. As you exhale, round the shoulders and round the back. 2 more, get that really good stretch. And then stretch out those shoulders as you round the back, round the shoulders. 1 more, lift. And down, up, and release. So we're going to place the ball onto our lap. Bring the feet not touching but quite close together. We're going to roll the ball down here, so it's up to you how far you roll the ball down. So you can roll it down to the knees if you wish, and you can hold it here. If you want to go a little further, we can roll the ball down the legs. Allow the chest to drop onto the lap, and you may feel comfortable here. Or you can roll the ball all the way forward and really stretch those hands forward. And then we're rolling the ball back. Roll up the legs. And then we're going to push ourselves up here. So we're just going to make sure that that back is nice and straight. Bringing the ball then right at the top of the lap. So we do 2 more here. Back is nice and straight and we're rolling the ball down. So you can stop if you wish as the ball gets down towards the knees and rest here. Or continue down, just rolling the ball down. And if you feel good at your ankles, stay here. Or roll the ball forward and really stretch those fingers and shoulders, resting the chest on the knees. and then rolling the ball back. So don't lift here, just roll it up the knees. Come to the top, so even if you're on your knees now, push through the ball, keep the spine nice and straight, and roll the ball back. So if you're feeling giddy at any stage here, just stop at the knees and rest the chest on the ball. There's no need to go any further if you don't want to. So again, rolling that ball forward, hinging forward from the hip. So nice and slowly. As the ball is going down, if you want to go further, you can start to rest your chest onto your lap. You may feel comfortable here with the ball at your ankles, or you can continue to roll, so you're really stretching your fingers too, look. And then rolling the ball back. Remember to keep the chest where it is, and we're bringing the ball up and then placing the palms here. Pushing down so that we keep the spine nice and straight. And rolling the ball back. Well done. So I just want to stretch out the hands because we have been using, obviously, where we've been gripping the ball. So it's really important here when you contract your muscles or you've been gripping something that we want to stretch out those forearm muscles. Okay, this really helps with our grip strength as well. If we not only grip, but we stretch out the muscles that we use. So we're going to take one hand forward. So for example, we're taking the left hand forward here. We're going to just keep the arm nice and straight and just drop the palm. Place the opposite fingers on top and then gently pulling those fingers down very, very gently here, keeping the arm nice and straight. And we can feel the stretch on the forearm muscles. Only take it to the point of resistance, so don't overstretch here. It's just to stretch out the muscles that we use when we're gripping. But just a gentle stretch and release. And then changing over. Again, keeping the arm nice and straight. Don't lock the joints. Allow the wrist to flop down so the palm is facing outwards. And we're going to just gently use those opposite fingers just to pull very gently back. And again, just to that point of resistance so you can feel the stretch on the forearms and just hold there. So this is a really good thing to do. If you're just sitting down watching the telly, you can really stretch out those wrists. And release. Just place hands on the ball there so it doesn't roll over. Keep the back nice and straight. And we're just going to stretch out the neck here. So gently drop the chin down towards the throat. Feel the stretch in the back of the neck. Lifting the chin up. And then again, drop that chin down towards the throat. And then lifting the chin up. Keeping the head or the neck nice and long. We're going to drop the left ear now down towards the left shoulder. And we want to feel the stretch on the right side here. Bringing the head back up to the centre. And then dropping the opposite ear down to the opposite shoulder. Again, feeling the stretch on the opposite side there. And coming back up to the centre. We can take the ball in whichever hand we want and then just stretch up towards the sky. Really stretching, hold the ball, point the fingers up. And take an exhale, bringing the hands down back onto the lap. And release. And well done. So that is a movement class from a chair using a Pilates ball. I hope you really enjoyed it and I will see you next time. Thank you for joining me.